hey, stop using the penis stretcher, you're already way too big, like I can barely take it anymore. And I'm like, no, I want to get to like 22 centimeters, some shit like that. Okay, how's it going, boys? So in the following video, I want to teach you guys how to make your dick bigger in the fastest possible way. So for that, there are quite a few factors, and it's not just about penis enlargement using a device. There are other factors that goes into having a bigger penis. Your health is also involved. The right boxes and the right underwear is also involved. So the biggest factor or the biggest contributor to having a bigger penis is going to be doing the exercises and using the penis stretcher. However, if you are not well rested, if you are not using the right underwear, it is going to hinder your progress. So you're going to be putting a lot of hours and you might be seeing results, but the results will not be optimal. So how can you get to optimal results when you are trying to do penis enlargement? There are a few factors. So first of all, choosing the right penis extender, okay? There are some penis extenders, and if to be honest, the majority of them are basically blocking the blood to either the head of the penis or to some part of the penis. So you want the penis extender to restrict as little as possible the blood flow to the head of your penis. If you want to go optimal, it should actually improve the blood flow to the head of your penis. Now, I'm going to give you a few examples so you can understand what I'm talking about. Right, so the most common penis extenders are the ones that basically grab, like has a belt on them, and they just grab onto your penis, and this is how you create the pulling force, right? Now, those are terrible. Doesn't matter what you're gonna read online, doesn't matter like the articles, the stuff you're going to read. Trust me, majority of it is fake. Majority of it is written by people. They're just trying to make a buck, okay? You also need to be able to think for yourself here, right? You don't need to be a rocket scientist to realize that if you block the blood to the head of your penis, it might create some damage. Like it's all blood vessels and you are getting hard by actually having proper blood flow to your penis. So now you're choking your penis and then you expect it to grow. Even if it does grow, it's not optimal, okay? So try to stay away from those devices, especially when they cost just as much as getting the proper devices. Now, I already reviewed like, I don't know, like maybe 10 or 12, maybe even more devices on this channel. I bought all of them. I tried all of them personally. Some of them are better than others. Really, depending on your budget, there's the optimal device. But if we would go and we would just assume that you have enough budget, and by enough budget, I mean like $300-400, which is like, I know some people might be struggling, but it's not breaking the bank. So I think most people can kind of like save up to buy this device. So there are two devices that you want to look into. The device number one, I spoke about it in the past. The PiniMaster is my favorite device. This is the device I personally use. The second device is the Phallosan 40. Now, the Phallosan 40 is also good. However, so the PiniMaster increases the blood flow more to the head of your penis compared to the Phallosan 40. That's one of the main differences, okay? The PiniMaster, you can wear it in many different ways. The Phallosan 40, you can only wear it in one method unless you buy the Phallosan Plus, which is another $120. So it makes it like the most expensive in the market. So you end up paying $500. So honestly, the best I could ever find is the PiniMaster, whether you want to get it or not, get whatever device you feel comfortable with. But so the reason why I use the PiniMaster is, first of all, the quality of it is just flawless. It's made in Germany, really, really high quality, like as high as you can possibly think. And you can wear it in many different ways. You can wear the device, you can wear the belt, you can wear it with weights, you can wear it however it's comfortable for you. I personally wear it with the belt. Now, it's very important to understand that you really need to wear the device like enough time during the day, but not too much to cause irritation, especially at the beginning before you have gotten used to wearing the device. So when I started, I was starting with like half an hour to 1 hour per day. Worked my way up to 2 hours to 4 hours per day. Now, 2 to 4 hours per day, you're supposed to see good progress, okay? You want to go like take it to the max, you can wear it 6 to 8 hours, but again, never do that from the beginning. The same way, you don't go to the gym, you put 400 pounds or 200 kilos and then you try to lift them first day at the gym. you can't do it. You need to like work your way up, just be patient. Otherwise, you're going to injure yourself, okay? So take it easy on yourself, let your body get used to it, and then you can work your way up to those hours. Now, I don't know if you're like a deep sleeper. If you are, you can definitely wear it during sleep. And this way, you know, during the sleep, you're not going to the toilet that much, you're not moving that much, you don't have to be in public. So during sleep, you can basically, in my opinion, is the optimal time to wear it. But again, probably not recommended when you first start, because you want to get your body used to it. So wear it for a couple of hours every day, and then you can wear it more like during sleep. Nowadays, I'm wearing it during sleep sometimes I just don't feel like it. So regardless, I try to wear it between 2 to 4 hours per day. However, in order for you to have like a bigger penis, you also need to have as bigger erection as possible, right? Now, the penis stretcher does enhance it because you're literally stretching your penis. You're allowing for more blood flow by default. But in order for you to enhance it even more, you need to be really careful with the kind of underwear that you're wearing. And also, if you have some sort of health issues, like with erectile dysfunction, you also want to have that solved. Now, regarding the underwear, it's something that I think a lot of people overlook because you're wearing it the majority of the time. And if you're wearing the boxer briefs that are tight on your dick, it's just not going to be good for you, right? Like, especially if you're sleeping, you're getting an erection and your dick cannot go hard at night, this is affecting your progress. So the underwear that I personally use, and I've been using them for the past probably 4 or 5 years, are sheath underwear. Granted, they are expensive. They can be up to like $27 per boxer brief. But the thing is that they are so well made that I have them for 4 or 5 years. They are still perfect. Not even one of them broke. So you're making that investment, like a couple of $100, but then you're gonna use that for many years to come. So it's not really a big of an investment. You can also like get some discounts. I'm gonna leave a link to those ones in the description of the video. If you buy one, I'll get like $10 off my next one. So we both are kind of benefiting from that. Now, the underwear is really important, but also, again, when it comes to your erection, if you are making your dick bigger, but then your erection is weak, you are not going to see a bigger dick, right? Like, let's say you have a balloon that can expand up to, I don't know, 10 inches, but then you only put, I don't know, 5 inches worth of air in it. So it's gonna be 5 inches, right? The exact same thing when it comes to your penis. So if you wanna have the best erection, you really need to be well rested. Work on your cardiovascular. I know a lot of people don't do cardio. A lot of people are lazy. They're just munching food. If you're like overweight, this affects your erection like big time. So cardio is like super important. Now, if you want to go the pills route, which I don't really recommend, I do use pills myself just like in order for me to perform the max in bed, but like not like every day. I'm not using them every day, not even every week. So the pills I use, I don't know if I have them here. No, I don't think I have them here. I'm gonna leave a link to them in the description of the video. Those are pills that I simply found in Thailand. They're without prescription, supposedly all natural. I can't guarantee that, but the way I use them is I don't use the whole pill. I just open the capsule and then split the powder in it over 3 different capsules. So you can either empty some capsules you don't need or buy empty capsules and then split it. And I only take a third. So a third will get me hard for 3 days straight. Like you wouldn't be hard for 3 days straight, but say you wanted to have sex during those 3 days, you would be extremely hard. And during those 3 days, say you had sex once, you would be able to get hard again much faster. So I'm talking like within 20 minutes or 30 minutes, especially if you're older, you can get hard again, you can have sex again. So what I realized as well is that using pills like that will enhance your erection will make it much easier for you to control your ejaculation. So will make it easier for you to not come as fast. I honestly don't know how it works exactly, but I found myself being able to control it way easier. I feel it's due to the fact that I'm like more relaxed, that I don't have to worry about my erection. And so when I'm more relaxed, like my muscles are more relaxed, and then I can kind of keep going longer. I don't know if that's the case for you, or have you tried that before or what, but those are the pills that I use if I need to use any. Like say if I'm going out drinking on a night and or taking something and I want to make sure that I'm performing when we go back home, I'd pop one of those, or like 30%, so third of a capsule. So combining those three, and on top of that, it's very important to mention that you should probably not refrain from using the stretcher for a long period of time. So say you use the stretcher for like a week and then you stop for a week and then you use it for another week and then you stop for a couple of weeks and then another week. You're not going to be able to see really significant results, okay? Because it's exactly like going to the gym. Like always think about it as a gym. That's the way I like to think about it. It's like you go to the gym like a day in a week or something, you're not gonna see much results, or like a week and a month. Like you're gonna get something, but you're not gonna maintain it, and you're not gonna be able to keep it. So always think of it that way. So dedicate a time where you're comfortable, like, I don't know, a time where perhaps you're alone at home or you're sleeping. If you can do it during sleep, it's also great. But yeah, you have to dedicate a time where you feel really comfortable and you can wear the device. Put in at least a couple of hours of wearing it. Now, about the results. So what kind of results you can expect and when you're gonna see the results. So the results you can expect is up to 30-35% increase max. Like it's gonna be very difficult for me to believe you're gonna get more than that. Okay, so put it in perspective. If you're 10 centimeters, or you're not gonna be 10 inches, but say 10 centimeters or 10 inches, whatever, you're gonna get up to 13.5 centimeters or 13.5 inches. By the way, if you're 10 inches, what the fuck are you doing? Like, don't use a penis extender, you're fine. But that's the results you can expect. So don't tell me, hey, like I'm 3 inches, can I gain 3 or 4 inches more? Probably not. Again, you're going to get the 30-35% in a course of a year or two. I think closer to 2 years. So if you're not willing to put in an effort, you're not willing to put in 2 years of doing something consistently to get like 35% more, I don't know, maybe you shouldn't start. And regarding the girth, you can expect to get up to 20% more. Now again, don't ask me how is it possible that you stretch something and it grows in girth. I guess like it's much easier for the blood to go and that's why it gets thicker. But I can guarantee you 100% it does get thicker. Like my girlfriend can testify to that. In fact, that's the thing she noticed the most, is that I got thicker. She also knows that I got longer because I was hitting like the end of her pussy. And that was like many times actually uncomfortable for her. And I liked it in a way. But yeah, just for you to know, like bigger is not always better. Like to some extent it can be better, especially if you're like smaller. But once so I reached a size of like 16, 17 centimeters, and that's already uncomfortable for my girlfriend in some positions. So 16, 17 centimeters, I don't know how much is that, like 6, 7 inches or something? I honestly don't know. But like in some positions, she will stop me. Like she will say, it's painful, it's uncomfortable, like she will stop me. So if you got to that size, I mean, you don't really have to worry about making your dick bigger more than that. Sure, it differs between like one girl to another. Some girls have a fucking ocean down there, and then doesn't matter how big you are, it's never gonna be big enough, but others have a tighter pussy. So it really depends on the girl. The girth is more important for sure. So, but luckily the penis stretcher also increases the girth. So I'm just saying, like, sometimes bigger is worse. But I get you, I'm exactly the same. I kind of enjoy it in the back of my head when the girl's feeling a little bit uncomfortable with the size of my dick and she's saying how big it is. It just like fulfills my ego. But just keep that in mind. I know it doesn't matter what I say, it's not gonna change anything, because my girl was saying the exact same thing. My girl's just telling me, hey, stop using the penis stretcher, you're already way too big, like I can barely take it anymore. And I'm like, no, I wanna get to like 22 centimeters, some shit like that. And yeah, I don't know. Keep in mind, like some girls are actually scared of like bigger dicks. And from my channel, I'm realizing that a lot of guys they just want to do it mainly for their ego. Like guys are saying like, hey, I'm like 8 inches and I'm like trying to get bigger. I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Like, why would you get any bigger if you're already 8 inches? Like, you're fine. Like, you don't have to. But again, like, everyone just they just want to get as big as possible. I'm not even sure it's for the girls anymore. Maybe just to show off or to say that they have like 10 inches or whatever. But regardless, it doesn't matter which reason you're using it for. Those are the kind of like everything you have to know in order for you to make your dick as big as possible. So yeah, I don't think I have more advice than this one. Just like stay healthy and have a proper erection and whatnot. But yeah, if there's something I forgot to cover in this video, by the way, it doesn't matter if you're circumcised, uncircumcised, like it's the same, it works. Like I was uncircumcised before and I was using it, and granted I wasn't like consistent, but you can use it just as well. Regardless, the link for the Penny Master that I use personally, I'm gonna put it in the description. For the pills I use, I'm gonna put it in the description. For everything I mentioned, I'm gonna put it in the description. Also my social media and other ways to support the channel. If you would love to support, I'd really appreciate it. That's about it for this video. If you guys like this video, I'd really appreciate it if you leave it a thumbs up. Also, if you're new here, consider subscribing, hitting the bell icon so you don't miss out future videos if you like such content. And anyways, I'm gonna see you in the next video. Bye-bye.